Hello again, guys. It's Greg Bruni, and I'm back with another video. Before I get started, I ask that you guys please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Let My People Go. Okay, guys. Today's video is going to be a good one. It's very short. It's only 2 clips, okay, and very easy, very simple to understand, nothing complex. Only 2 clips, but these 2 clips say a lot, okay. So that's the good part about this. But before I get started into that, I just want to have a little heart to heart with you guys. Um, for those of you wondering, like, who is this guy? Who is this Greg Bruni? What is he about? Now, you may have not gotten a chance to see my very first YouTube video, The Unknown Effects of Witchcraft, Part 1. In there, I briefly explain, a little bit about my story. But basically, what happened with me, I'm just a regular guy. But one of the things that happened is that I was pretty much the victim of a very powerful psychic attack. Okay, whether you want to call it psychic attack, spiritual attack, mystical attack, magic, sorcery, whatever. But that's what it was. It was a very powerful spiritual attack, and it was nothing simple. It was very high level magic. Okay, and this was done by people, initially done by people, and that spiritual attack, in essence, it's like all of us, we have like a veil over our, covering our eyes, so we're not seeing a lot of things that are going on in the world, okay, behind the scenes. A lot of mystical forces operating in our everyday lives. Okay, we have a veil covering that, and it's kind of like to protect us too. You understand? Because some of the things, if we see, may be a bit too much. So this spiritual attack that was done against me, what it did was remove that veil, okay? And now I was able to see all the spiritual forces operating in our everyday lives. You understand? That most people cannot see. You understand? So, and I wasn't really prepared for that. So it had me kind of, bugging out, kind of like, what is this? What's going on? How come I'm seeing these things, all these things happening, right? So, you know, in essence, it had me like going crazy, which is what it's designed to do. You understand? If you're not prepared to see those types of things, you can lose your mind, because you're literally seeing, mystical forces at work, demonic forces, satanic forces, moving people, moving things, doing different things, in the world. So now I was at that point. So, this is where God stepped in. This is where God stepped in for me, and God saved me. You understand? And I don't know why. All I could say is, because of His infinite mercy, His grace, He just felt that, listen, your demons can't have this one, and He stepped in and He saved me. But in order for God to save me, He had to show me, you understand, this, like, for lack of a better term, alternate reality. You understand? He had to show me that, okay, listen, just calm down, okay? Just like a father would talk to a son. Listen, calm down, just relax. Okay, this is what really goes on. Okay, this is what really goes on. This is what goes on in the world. This is what's happening. This is how, these demonic forces operate. This is how they do things to control the world. So basically, he, slowly kind of showed me, and then, showed me that, listen, just relax. This is normal. It's just that, most people cannot see it, you know. And then I had to slowly adapt, to my new environment. You understand? Which is pretty much the normal environment. It's just that, most people are just not aware of what's going on around us, So, and basically that's it. It's kind of like, 2 ways I could describe it. It's kind of like a baby who's in a womb, okay? most of us, that's how we are. When the baby's in the womb, he's nice and comfortable in the womb there. He's not really aware of what's going on in the outside world. Once he comes out, the mom gives birth. Now there's lights, he's cold, there's people talking, so he cries. You understand? He cries and he's, shivering. So it takes a while for him to adapt to his new environment. You understand? And that's pretty much one of the analogies I can give. Another one is like, think about fish. If anybody's ever had an aquarium, we're like fish being kept in a bowl. Okay, we're being kept in a bowl, and people there's forces on the outside who directly influence what's going on in our environment in the bowl. Okay, they can feed us, they can clean the water and stuff like that. But then you may have some sick people who may be like, okay, let's see what happens if we throw some kind of chemical in the bowl, some laundry detergent in the bowl. Let's see what happens to the fish. Let's see, how they react to that. So there's forces outside our environment dictating what is going on inside our environment. And it's a funny thing about fish. If you have a fish and you keep him in a small bowl, he'll only grow to a certain size. But if you take him out, you put him in like a nice big tank, he will grow bigger. You understand? But we're not, being allowed to grow. We're being kept in like a small container. You understand? And our lives are being manipulated and controlled and things like that. These are all the things that, I'm able to see now as a result of the things that I went through. Okay, but I'll get into more details about those things in later videos. Now, going right into this video here. This video, again, I want to remind you guys that I'm going to start leaving my contact information in all my videos, okay? So that, because I have too much footage, too much proof, documentation, I can't put them all in these videos. So I'm leaving my contact information. So if anyone is interested, they want to know more, how it works, they want more proof, you can contact me and I'll gladly share the stuff that I have, because I do have a lot. Okay, so in this video here is very simple, very easy to understand. What was happening here is I was driving from work, okay, and then I noticed, one of the things that I noticed is that at every turn, every time I got to a turn, right, there would be a vehicle around that turn with one of the lower lights out, like not the headlights, but the ones below. Okay, at the time I couldn't remember, like I couldn't think of the name of them, but I guess they're fog lights, the little lower lights. At every single turn there would be a vehicle at these turns with one of these lights out. Okay, and when I saw that happening, I started recording that, and you're gonna see that, and I was able to actually call that out right at a turn that I was approaching. I was able to say that, that this is what's been going on. And then I had the camera on when I made the turn. I'm going to show the vehicle there with one of those little lower lights out. I call it out specifically. You understand? So these are some of the things that I'm able to see, because we basically, honestly, we kind of live in a program. Okay, kind of live like a program environment, and the programs can be changed, manipulated. That's how these things are able to repeat. You understand? And so I'm able to see them. So once I see certain things, I kind of know what's going to happen next. I can kind of predict or anticipate what's going to happen, because we do actually kind of live in a program. Our environment is controlled, it's manipulated. It's just that people don't see it. Okay, it's kind of like when you turn on your computer, the steps that it's going to run through. Okay, and that's how our lives are. And the program in the computer can be changed. It can run through different steps. If you change it or someone else changes it, same thing goes on in our lives. Okay, it can be changed, manipulated, morphed into different things. But that's in essence how it is. Okay, so I'm gonna start showing the clips. It's only 2 clips, very easy to understand. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Okay, all right, stand by for the first clip. Okay, once again, guys, remember, even though I show vehicles, but it's important to remember that the manipulation doesn't only go on with vehicles. It goes on in every aspect of our lives. It's just that it's easier for me to show the show it in the vehicles, okay? But it goes on in everything that we do, okay? And remember, vehicles are controlled by people. So it's actually the people who are being manipulated, okay, to be at a certain point at a certain time, okay? It's just easier for me to show this way. Now, in this first clip, I'm going to show a vehicle with one of those little lower lights out. Keep in mind that, you know, it had happened already several times, but I didn't realize that it was a pattern. And then I started recording it. This is when I started recording it. Okay, so this is the first one that I show. Okay, stand by. Every turn so far, there's been a vehicle with little bottom lights, the little bottom light out. This one has it too. All right, guys, I had to freeze the video right here because the clip is not that clear. It's a little blurry, but if you look, you'll be able to see it. Like for example, both these cars have the headlights and they have the lower lights, the lower fog lights. Okay, not every car has them, but it's good that these two are here. I could use this one as an example. This one, both headlights are on and both the little lower lights are on. You can tell because of the oval shape. It has an oval shape. Okay, this one, it has the oval shape over here because the headlight is on and the little lower light is on, the fog light is on. But this one is out. You can see this one doesn't have the oval shape. It's just, you know, basically round. Okay, that's how you could tell this one has that light out. That little lower fog light is out. Now these kept appearing. This appeared for several turns now. Several turns, and now I'm realizing, okay, this keeps happening. This keeps showing up. Okay, so now at the next turn, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna have my camera. I had just made a right turn over here when I looked back and saw this one. At the next turn, I'm gonna be ready for it. Watch how I actually anticipate that it's gonna show up, and it indeed shows up. Okay, all right. As a tool, every turn I've made so far tonight on my way home. All right, not the headlights out. The little, all of them got one little bottom light out. At every turn. All right, up here, I'm gonna be approaching a left turn. All right, remember, every turn so far, there's been a vehicle with the front little bottom lights out. Okay, every turn so far tonight. So let's see if that pattern continues here. Specifically the front little bottom lights out. Every turn there's been a vehicle that's had one of those lights out. Alright, this is my left turn I'm about to make here. I haven't seen one yet. Keep the camera on. Oh, there it is. Look. Look. You see that? Right there. Yeah, I gotta wait for this one. Look at that. Exactly how I called it. It's hard to see with this iPod here, but I'm gonna wait till he gets closer. It's hard to see because the other lights are on, but let's see if I'm gonna focus in. Right there. All right. exactly how I called it just now. All right? Listen, folks, you can't make this up. Wow. Exactly how I called it. Every turn tonight has specifically had a vehicle with the little bottom front lights out. Okay? That's what this white truck right here has. All right? Man. I'm even shocked. I've seen this thing so many times, but this one is amazing. Exactly how I called it. Wow, that's crazy. This truck right here. See if I can get a better shot of it. Right there, you can see it. Alright, the headlights, both the headlights are on. The bottom right side light is on. The bottom left side light is out. Alright? As I'm going across 316. Unbelievable. Exactly how I called it. Alright, it's happened at every turn tonight. Specifically, those lower lights. Okay, not any other light. Those lower lights, every single turn. All right, there's been a vehicle with one of those lower lights out. All right. Okay, guys. I mean, not much to say there. It's pretty cut and dry. Okay, and I know it's hard for most people to wrap their brains around the idea that our environment is being controlled, and manipulated. But that's the harsh reality. That's the harsh reality of it. And that's what's going on, and that's why these types of things happen. And I have many examples. I have tons and tons of footage that I can show. But I just have too much to put in these videos. This is why I'm leaving my contact information, okay, in these videos now. Okay, so anyone can contact me if you want to know how the world really works and what really goes on, and not the lies that they've been feeding us for years. Okay, but how literally everything, okay, anything we can think of, can be and very often is controlled and manipulated. Okay, and let me add that the forces behind this manipulation, this control, this programming, they're not benevolent. They're not good. Okay, they're not doing it for our benefit. Okay, and that's basically what it is. I have the proof. That's why I put my contact information in there. Okay, because I can back up what I'm saying. Okay, so again, feel free to contact me. Okay, and again, don't forget, it's not just with the vehicles. Okay, the vehicles are just easy. It's just easier for me to show what's going on. Okay, so that's why I show that. But it's with everything, anything you can think of. Okay, is being controlled and or manipulated. All right, guys. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I thank you guys for watching. I pray that Almighty God continues to bless each and every one of you and your families. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.